So again, welcome guys. Hello, my name is Abhishek Biswas, and I'm an educator at Key to Success Academy, Didio Nagar, Raipur. And as my promise, as I have already promised, that we are going to carry out a series on literary theory. So yesterday we covered I.A. Richards, and we are in new criticism. We are starting from new criticism, and yesterday we covered I.A. Richards, and today we are going to cover William Empson. So this is a part of new criticism. Yesterday we discussed I.A. Richards, and today we are going to discuss William Empson. As I have mentioned in the first class, we have discussed that William Empson, I believe I might not have discussed about William Empson. So I told you that I.A. Richards is not a leading key figure in the new criticism. And similar to I.A. Richards, William Empson is also one of the critic who is not an leading key figure in new criticism. So these guys have started this kind of criticism earlier. Their theories are written earlier than mid 19th century, mid 20th century, where we find new critics. But I.A. Richards' writing and William Empson's writing are kind of similar, and they resonate with the works of new critics. That's why the new critics are the ones who have applied their theory while criticizing the works. So William Empson, again, not a leading key figure in new criticism, but a very significant one. So by profession, he is a poet, literary critic, and a professor. And his style in his literary theory is highly analytical, blending precision with wit. Then we need to focus on his major works. So if you guys go through the PYQs, you will find that William Empson is mostly asked regarding his works, है ना. विलियम एम्सन को उनके जो प्रीवियस वर्क्स हैं उस वजह से ही ज़्यादा क्वेश्चन आते हैं. वी गेट मैच मेकिंग्स where we find a work called Seven Types of Ambiguities, and we need to match it with William Empson. And most of the questions are regarding his work itself, and sometimes it will come that who is the figure in new criticism, then you have to pick him. Not a lead figure, just a figure in new criticism. So in his major works, firstly we have seven types of ambiguities. Seven types of ambiguities. Seven types of ambiguity, sorry. It is a 1930 work. 1930 works. Okay. So in this work, okay, first let us get the meaning of what is an ambiguity. So by definition, ambiguity in literature, is a literary device where a word, phrase, sentence, or text can have more than one meaning, or interpretation intentionally or unintentionally. ओके, सो एम्बिग्यूटी का मतलब यही होता है गाइस कि जब आप कोई एक वर्ड या सेंटेंस या फ्रेज को पढ़ रहे हो और आपको उससे एक से ज्यादा मीनिंग उसके अंदर से मिलता है, और ये आपकी समझ के ऊपर होता है कि आप उसको किस मीनिंग से अप्लाई करोगे। सेकेंडली, ये इंटेंशनल भी हो सकता है, अनइंटेंशनल भी हो सकता है राइटर खुद ही उस इंटेंशन से ना बोल रहा हो। सो एम्बिग्यूटी इन लिटरेचर इज अ लिटरेरी डिवाइस वेयर अ वर्ड, फ्रेज, सेंटेंस और टेक्स्ट कैन हैव मोर देन वन मीनिंग or interpretation intentionally or unintentionally. Now, what are those 7 types of ambiguities? First one is two or more meanings are equally fitting. Second one is two meanings are contrasted. The third one is one meaning develops out of another. Fourthly, we have two or more meanings combined to make a larger meaning. Fifth, we have A statement is so complex that alternative meanings coexist in unresolved tension. A statement is so complex that alternative meanings coexist in unresolved tension. Then we have sixth. A statement says something self-contradictory. And lastly, we have the seventh one. The total effect is contradictory because of opposing meanings. Okay, so these are the 7 types of ambiguities by William Empson. Then second work we have some versions of pastorals. Okay, some versions of pastorals. Then we have the structure of complex word. Okay, so let us get the quick revision. William Empson, part of New Criticism. By profession, he is a poet, literary critic, and professor. His style is highly analytical and blending Persian with wit. And his major works are the most important work that you need to remember is 7 types of ambiguities, and particularly the word ambiguity. In UGC NET, I have checked that UGC NET has only asked about the work, matching the work with the writer, or they have asked about ambiguity. The idea of ambiguity was introduced by. That's it. They have never asked the 7 types of meanings. So what is ambiguity? Ambiguity in literature is a literary device where a word, a phrase, or a statement or sentence or a text can have more than one meaning or interpretation, which could be by intentional or unintentional. Then the 7 types of ambiguities. These are those 7 types of ambiguities. The first one is 2 or more meanings are equally fitting. Then 2 meanings are contrasted. One meaning develops out of another. 2 or more meanings combine to make a larger meaning. A statement is so complex that alternative meanings coexist in a unresolved tension. A statement says something self-contradictory, and lastly, the total effect is contradictory because of the opposing meanings. Then we have two more works. First one is some versions of pastorals, and lastly the structure of complex words. So these are the three works and the seven types of meanings, seven types of ambiguities by William Empson. The most important part that I would ask you to remember is the writer's name and his work. That's it. Because NET usually doesn't ask much questions from William Empson, and if they does, they ask about the work. So that's it about today's class, and very soon we are going to launch our new classes for revision in December 2025 for English literature, and you will get each and every detail regarding admission in the description box below. So thank you guys, thank you for your time, and have a great day.